I don't know about that.
The entire plot is women throwing themselves at him, literally, and like all of them become this like after a certain point, if Cyrus is in the party, you don't get attacked by monsters. Just this endless cycle of women that like are trying to take him for themselves, and it's just this like weird. I don't know. I just really like this not story. I know it's terrible. It'd be really funny to play.
So far our characters have Tyrion got caught red-handed trying to take something from a castle, but it was all an elaborate test to find the best thief so that they could get a thief to find special crystal balls for this particular noble family. And they already had one, but there were 3 more that they desired.
Yes.
And Ophelia needs to light a couple of torches throughout the land in order to ward off evil at various god shrines.
I'll do my best.
Let's see, Tressa. Did she just want to go adventuring and like write stuff in the journal?
Yeah, she wants to see the world.
She wants to see the world. Leave her parents' shop behind. Cyrus wants to find this tome. Now, on it, there was like a monster that was killing everyone, and then her
master was gonna go hunt it down, but he went missing and supposedly is maybe in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I think that's all the stories that we have so far.
Yep. I think I might actually switch Ophelia out for Honnet, now that I'm looking at it. For adventuring in the field at the very least. Let's see.
Now we've technically completed the first part of his story, right?
Who?
Cyrus.
Yes. But I'm gonna be keeping Cyrus around as a permanent party member at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that.
Because baseline, he's got the most useful of all of the.
Can we see the pictures of them again?
Sure.
Also, we need to save.
I think I just saved. I could be wrong.
He is a very young professor. If that's what he looks like.
I mean, they're all fairly young.
Really? There's not a single old character? I mean, not amongst these currently equipped people.
Therian can open tightly locked purple treasure chests you encounter on your travels. Okay, world map. So let's go back to... Oop, that's Flame's Grace. Wrong one! Whatever. Just a random 100 gold. Sweet. A's for the end. Wow, we actually have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm probably gonna save it until we get to the next tier-ish. Okay, there's the
What's that
tower.
guy want?
Just a side quest. I'm leaving side quests for once we're done. I mean, there's so many of them.
You mean once we get all the party members?
Yeah. Okay, Ophelia, unequip all. On it. Optimize. We're almost done. I figured let's walk down to the next town at the very least, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
You're fine with that? Hmm?
What town is that?
We actually have 2 options now that I'm looking at it. So, realistically, we've got Ulbrich in the Highlands. We, no matter what, Primrose is the last one we want to go to. And then there's also, Alphen over in Clearbrook.
I suppose it depends on if you just want to grab Alphen and then
Yeah, let's
do
actually head for
second
Alphen,
quest,
because well, I've done Primrose and Ulbrich, and so the more I put that off, the better. Probably. I don't dislike them, but, you know, no rush.
You've already seen their story one time over.
I wonder if the monsters...
Have they scaled, or if they're...
Yeah, they do scale. Cool.
Well, I mean, considering how...
If thou darest.
Considering how everyone's quests seem to be scattered in different places, It's
This-
like you're backtracking a lot.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I guess. I'm just appreciative that, that, like, kind of the monsters are scaling up. I know it gets kind of boring, like, fighting all of these, but, like, it's nice being able to kind of adventure through the world and it's not like you're fighting constant Zubats and whatnot.
Nice try.
Because I get really bored of games where it's just like, backtrack through this area filled with weak, useless enemies.
Smite them down.
Whereas this feels, you know, much better, much more interesting. Let's go for the hatchlings. Are they weak to... Nope, they're not weak to... Huh.
What next?
That's okay.
Those look so creepy with just the one arm going. "Aye."
Yeah, they remind me of Digitamamon, I think.
Now.
Those were the ones that just had the legs sticking out the bottom.
Yeah. He creeped me out like nobody's business. I hated Digitamamon.
Flames.
I think that's what his name was.
Wrong. What is the logical course
We'll try that. Let's try ice.
Oh,
We're gonna just try everything. Or they're dead. Okay, well that would do it.
Not bad. A passing grade.
Okay, so... Ooh.
Level
There's,
up.
yeah, they're starting to pick up a fair amount of job points. 2. So, not something that you're probably terribly interested in, but you can kind of customize the characters with this job point system, which I really like. Because effectively, there's a bunch of different classes in the game. I don't know if there's only 8 classes or if there's more than that.
So you're getting different skills and equipping them.
Yeah. And they're some are passive. Well, no, it's for every X number of skills you unlock, you get a passive skill, and then
Are you going the right
other
way?
skills are active. What?
Are you going the right way?
Yeah, we have to go south.
Ah, hyenas. Hyenas and, I suppose, Tengu.
Yep. Oh, there's 5 of them this time. Well, I got Aerostorm. Whee!
Smack! Whoa.
Yeah. That's why I kind of want to keep Haunted around. I might actually just respec Therian to be a healer, as silly as that sounds. Maybe. Kind of
With the
depends on...
lifesteal?
Well, I don't know how his skills work, like changing classes work. Because I like his steel, but we need a healer, and I don't entirely know who I'd switch around
Come on, I've got better things to do.
for it. Okay, so
Letting the hunt
Spears.
beginning.
Now, for these battles, does placement matter much?
for the characters,
For the enemies?
no idea actually, because I know I can change my own formation, but I don't know if that makes a difference. Like, I've actually never tested. In some games, you could actually, like, have a front line and a back line, but this is not one of those games, unfortunately.
Because I just wondered if there were some skills that were in line and other things.
No. That would be cool, but no, it's either everybody or nobody.
Oh, flames. Rage strong.
Now I can just hit everyone.
Yep.
Okay, these skills. Steel SP. Who do we think has the most amount of HP? That one.
I appreciate it.
There we go.
Wasn't enough.
No. I was hoping I could get a little bit more than that, but whatever. Trade Tempest. There they go. So the second class is like multi-classing. You can mix and match their abilities and get a stat boost in the secondary class's starting stats. Oh, in that case I'll use Cyrus probably as the healer. So you still keep your primary, but you get a secondary. Yeah, that would make way more sense on a character like Cyrus then.
I always liked that with Guild Wars 1, the whole mixing 2 classes together.
Yeah. Hold on, we gotta go back for a second. There's a golden chest. I thought I'd get to it over there. Yeah,
I
there's
said
that.
Guild Wars 1, right? Yeah.
Guild Wars 1 had the class mixing.
Yep. Guild Wars 1.
Guild Wars 2, you just had one class. Like, I understand why they did away with it. It was hard to balance, but it was just so much more interesting. to kind of be able to combo it together, because there were
Letting my
You only
arrow
ever
fly
looked
true.
like the first class you chose, though, unfortunately. It'd
Yeah.
be really cool if they had made special armors for certain combinations.
I wish it kind of worked like how I think Final Fantasy XIV doesn't it do that to some degree, where you have you can get like every class and like you level them up individually.
Yeah, but I don't think you can mix them.
Yeah, but like it would be cool if you could do that and then mix them. Like that would be my ideal to some degree. Okay,
I'm pretty sure someone would find a
What is the logical
meta
course of action?
spell list, and then that would be it.
probably. I mean, that's kind of how it worked when I was playing. That's kind of how it worked when I was playing. Doing Steel SP. Oh, good. He's weak to daggers.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Probably not bows. No.
Here I go.
There we go.
Break.
What is the logical?
Blasting. I guess I could analyze it. Oh. HP and 2 weaknesses. So the more I boost it up, the
Fire
more I
and
can see what
shadow.
these guys are weak to. That's actually really helpful. 2 skills, steel.
I appreciate it.
Give me my SP. Oh, he was almost dead. Never mind. That wasn't worth
Don't
it.
start things
That's
you
fine.
can't finish.
Yeah, no, I love the idea of like multi-classing in games, like mixing matching abilities and like just kind of having multi-purpose characters. I always had that problem in other JRPGs. It's like, well, I'm stuck with the healer character because I can't do anything else about it.
Then be hunted.
I see, so the higher level one just has a different looking blade and headpiece. Bleeds.
Yep. I do appreciate the fact that they're not just recolors, that they do have mild differences between. That's a nice feature.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Okay, Hunter's... Nope. Beast Lore. Not Capture. Summon Beast. Gabardillo. I gotta start getting rid of some of these. Though, honestly, I should probably actually just get rid of the, just keep grabbing the new better ones. Let's see. This will spear this guy. I want to see somebody speedrun this game. 100%.
Interesting dilemma.
Let's see.
How would you speedrun this game unless you found ways to beat the battles swiftly, like in one hit?
So in Final Fantasy VI, which is the last JRPG speedrun I saw, it was like 7 hours long, I think. Which is actually really impressive because Final Fantasy VI is
Letting the hunt
pretty
begin.
dang long. I guess I'll just shoot arrows at him.
Thou didst fight with
But you could do like, what was it? You could like, depending on how you moved and like how you're moving through the game, you actually had like an internal timer. As weird as that might sound, and that kind of told you exactly when you're going to run into enemies and stuff. As long as you didn't get off timer, whatever that meant. It was like, it was mental. Just how much control the guy had over the game, and he was like using smoke bombs to run from most enemies, but not all of them. And like, it was incredible to watch.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, we were watching the Jedi Knight Jedi Academy one earlier, and I've played that game several times, and it was hilarious seeing what the guy was able to do.
Somebody-
to get
dilemma.
Just abusing a game to that extent. I swear I saw him do some more like tricky strats where he wasn't even
letting my
fighting
arrow
things
fly and
anymore.
true.
I thought that was more common in the later levels because as you go through the game, you keep leveling up force abilities.
Yeah.
So
Out of
eventually,
my way.
for speed or jump or the, I suppose, the rage ability that allows you to survive death and whatnot.
There we go.
I just avoided Sith abilities when I played the game because I didn't want to be in the dark side of the Force. Though Force Choke was useful. If you don't want to fight enemies, you just pick them up and throw them away. off cliffs into endless abysses.
You could do that with forced push, though.
You could, but I found that more often than not at later levels, the force push would be rebuked by their like force push.
Right,
Come
of
on,
course.
I've got better things to
That's how
That's-
they do things.
That's sort of the reason why at later levels you also couldn't use blasters against Sith anymore.
Yeah, because they just blocked it all. Yeah, it was kind of weird playing a... I totally understand why it was the way it was. But it was weird playing a... effectively a game that started as a shooter and then eventually became anything but.
Well, the Wookiee Bowcaster was a lot of fun.
Kinda. But like,
I will not
if it was pointless against Sith, which were the most
Oh,
common
no,
enemy.
no. I'm talking about like in early levels. It
Oh,
would
yeah,
knock, it
sort
would
of.
knock people back and usually be a one-hit kill.
What next?
The detail that I actually really liked from his speedrun was the fact that apparently stormtroopers in Jedi Academy hit them in the knee and I think they just die.
The knee is their weak spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, honestly, completely pointless detail, but amusing nonetheless.
You'd always assume it's the head, but
You got more than you
In all honesty, I want Golden Sun 1 and 2 remade in this style. Kinda. I mean, at that point, just replay Golden Sun. Like, I don't think this style is actually particularly that much better than what Golden Sun had. Yeah, full confession, I think I actually like Golden Sun's visual style better than this game. This game's so washed out.
it's a little bit bloomy too.
Yeah, I think it's the bloom. If I could turn off the bloom, I
My
would.
turn.
But I can't.
Try this.
Big
Makes me sad.
vulture.
Yeah, it is a big vulture.
letting my arrow fly and true.
Okay, well, they're not weak to that. Spear. Spear to the Digitambomon. Why not? What else am I gonna do? I guess I could have actually analyzed the front bird. I'll find it. Find its weak point, though. Ow! Okay, that bird's a bit tougher than I thought it was going to be. Because, yeah, that bird just did like 300 damage to
Oh wow.
Cyrus.
It is
Okay.
akin to sort of like a mini boss by the looks of
It
it.
could actually be a mini boss. Anyway, Arrow Storm.
A torrent of arrows.
I wish they would alert you to the presence of mini bosses, like have that vulture sitting in a tree before it attacks you.
I mean, it might not actually be a mini boss necessarily. Please give
This
me
is
money.
stronger.
Yeah, this
grade.
is a tough sucker. Color skills. Let's analyze what's its other weakness. Spear. Well, it only has 1,000 HP. That's not so bad.
My turn now.
I don't do that much damage to it though.
I appreciate it. Really.
I guess really it's just those
Letting
buffs
the hunt beginning.
going for it that's making it really dangerous. Ooh, try capturing it. That is a good idea. Well, I can do nothing to this, so I'll just... Owie.
Let's do this.
Okay. Do rest. No. Let's see if I can weaken it. Beast Lore. No. Capture? 50%. Oof.
Out of my way.
This sucker is,
I appreciate it.
This sucker is gonna be,
He doesn't have that many weaknesses, yeah.
tough to cap. Let's just have him heal himself.
Let's try
Oh yeah, you
this.
need to heal.
Unfortunately, Cyrus is kind of the butt end of the party
I mean, he's
party
the
right
glass
now.
cannon, probably.
Dilemma.
Eat lightning bolt.
Powerful light. Smite them down.
Gotta be getting low.
My turn.
Well, what's it got? An olive bloom. I don't know what that does.
What to do?
Rest.
Phew. Time
Wow.
for a break.
That wasn't even boosted.
Letting my
All
arrow fly and true.
right, there we go. Yoink.
But you're capturing it?
Yeah. I think we still get the EXP and money. I could be wrong. But, like, I believe it's, like, a full, like, AoE wind move.
Huh.
Like, that's part of the reason why I'm, like, probably going to keep Haunted around, especially if I can do the whole multi-class thing.
Capturing random monsters.
Yeah, because if we can just use Haunted to nuke everything down, I will share SP.
Keep it up.
I'm, like, drooling. Food soon, please. And none of these guys are weak to bow. That's unfortunate. They don't have any good AoEs that'll hit this group. Actually, I have one. Lind Pounce. Close enough. So far, what's our favorite story path for Octopath? I don't know.
Oh, flames.
That's an interesting question. We haven't gotten far enough to really, like, form an opinion. Currently, we're trying to...
We've only seen everyone's introductions.
Yeah, we're playing Gotta Catch 'Em All with all of the potential party members. And then, I was thinking we would probably...
I think the characters interest me less as the things that they're seeking. Therian, yes, he wants to break his servitude to that family, but his quest for these mystical orbs, like, that sounds cool. On it, trying to figure out what happened to her mentor in relation to monsters going mad, or powerful monsters emerging, like, that's interesting. Ophelia, I mean, my question is what happens if the ritual gets disturbed and who's, like, the cultist that would seem to be following her. Let's see. For Cyrus, yeah, sure. The book is interesting, but I don't really know what his story holds.
Oh.
Tressa just seems to be sort of aimless. I mean, she just wanted to leave home, and that was her goal, and she's technically already achieved it. Granted, there was some stuff dealing with the pirates, but...
By the way, I think Cyrus is your favorite character.
Why?
He's got the ability that makes it so we encounter monsters less often.
Nice.
Letting the hunt.
I haven't been using it because...
You want to fight monsters.
Well, to some degree. Because it does take off some of the effort on the front end for me. Because I can just, I can just, you know, fight some monsters here while we're chatting. And then we'll,
Yeah, I suppose, Haunted would want to fight monsters, because then she could capture them. Cyrus probably... What?
Well, he's a
uses
scholar.
his
I think he only fights
his
things...
astute knowledge of...
Yeah, I think he only fights things because he has to.
Monster behavior. In order to avoid them.
Oh, flames. Rage strong.
Okay.
If thou darest.
Let's keep using Lind. I was hoping both of Lind's moves would both be just like big AoEs. But no dice.
Ooh, I am tired.
Yeah, you are. You're always sleepy, though.
Try this.
It's because you always have me in the last time slot of the night. I'm used to going to bed around midnight.
You're the one that keeps us up until, butt o'clock because of your stupid soap opera show.
Nah, it's only sometimes. Also,
Oh, lightning. Smite them down. Not bad. A passing grade.
it's
Let's
not
see.
a soap opera. It has vampires and werewolves in it.
So I know right
It's
now you're
not
grinding a
sappy
bit,
and bad.
but do you think it's possible to play this game without needing to grind, being able to hop directly into the story arcs? So I'm not actually grinding, like it looks like I'm grinding.
He's just trying to get from one place to the
Yeah,
next.
I'm just trying to get south, but I got lost and took a wrong turn.
Oh no.
So realistically, if you're just pushing the story, I've never actually felt like this game's particularly hard. There was like there was one point where I was just like, okay, you know, this could actually get kind of difficult here. But that was, I think, our chapter 2 when we were recruiting Haunted. because the difficulty jumped up a bunch, and we hadn't done a whole lot of grinding with Honnet, and so that kind of took me by surprise. But otherwise, like, this game has been largely pretty easy. It'll probably get harder, to be totally honest. Kind of depending on... it'll probably get harder as we get onto, like, the Chapter 2 ones. But,
I would expect each level to be, like, a different tier.
Part of it is also, like, we just hit, well, no. We've fought 2 of those, no, we fought 3 Kates so far, you know, the EXP bags. And we got really lucky with the last 2 because Honnet's Arrow Storm is incredibly effective against them. But, like, those are worth, like, what was it, 8 levels at the time? It's probably less now, but,
How far do you think we are from the city?
we're close. Like, there's always just one transition area. Plus, like, maybe a bit
Plus
of
a bunch of chests.
I've got to grab them. If I don't, then they become insultingly useless later on. This area is long, though. I think we're almost done with it, though.
Yay!
Wonder if you could use Cyrus to get the dungeon without fighting anything. No, I've got the Cyrus reduced encounter rate on, and it's still like we're still fighting stuff. We're just fighting less. I don't think there's really anything around here. You run from combat in this game, absolutely. Haven't tried it yet though. Haven't needed to. Hello. Let's see.
You have so many abilities you can use.
Age 24, the strongest woman in the village. In fact, fact in which she takes tremendous pride. Word of her physical prowess is spread far and wide, inviting invitations of marriage from equally formidable men. However, the only invitations she cares to entertain are from challengers seeking to test their might against hers. And we now have a discount at the inn. Ah! Ah! That's cool. We cannot buy her steel axe.
Almathea.
But we could probably
Or was
steal
it Atalanta? I think it was Atalanta.
Okay, let's see. So this should be... Yep, there he is. Where's the savey book, though? Oh, I turned off the map. How do I get that back?
Is that Kitty?
Oh no, I turned off the mini-map. And I don't know how to get it back.
Oh no.
Well, that's...
Select map. And
Oh hey, purple
keyword.
chest.
Oh, purple chest, yep.
Dubious gold ore.
Dubious.
Seriously. Where did it go? Oh, it's not that. I don't know. That's a mystery I'll have to solve while I do some grinding, probably.
Yep, next time.